Hello everyone and welcome to today's Castlevania 2 Randomizer match between frantic32 and Megglez. Hello everyone, I am Freeland1787. I'm joined here by Satresh and we're going to be commentating on this CV2 rando match.
Howdy y'all.
So do you have any... Alright, looks like we got this race up and going.
I had to mute the stream because I was getting double audio. I was like, oh, I forgot.
Let's see what three items we get at the start, and then what routing these two runners will try to use. What are you hoping for, Seth, as we get into the start of this race?
Well, I know that both racers are probably hoping for something that's very jetty. So probably they're going to want some holy water starting out, maybe a whip upgrade. But worst case scenario is they're going to get absolutely nothing. Maybe some laurels.
That wouldn't be too bad. Alright. Got a whip upgrade. That's something. Alright, so worth noting, Megglez started her timer at the start time on for the race on racetime.gg. Frantic is using RTA timing. So our three items are two whip upgrades in the heart.
Heart, nice. So I would that would definitely lead me to go to Brahms right away.
Yep.
But,
especially since you'll have the
the whip upgrades.
Yeah, neither whip upgrade is prohibitively expensive either.
No, that's really cheap. And these are some pretty, I mean, not the easiest of graveyard enemies, but not the hardest, so they could easily farm here.
Frantic found a better farm, although it's going to take more whip hits to kill these guys. One of the annoying mechanics in this game is enemies that shoot projectiles, they have invincibility when they attack.
Yeah, and those mummies are a little unpredictable at times with their movement, and you can at least read where the fireballs are going to come out from. So it is kind of a gamble, but it's probably going to pay off with those with that XP. So
yeah, sometimes when I've seen seeds that have like early Brahms, you usually get holy water in Brahms, so it'll be interesting to see if that happens again.
Yeah. I would definitely be interested to see that. The last few seeds that I've had that I was doing for practice have been just atrocious. So, holy water locked behind Rover, but Rover.
Blue crystal.
Yeah, blue crystal was locked also. It was just and then yeah, it was bad.
You're seeing.
Oh, I forgot it was nail, and then I had to use nail to get holy water, and then holy water was to get the rib. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, some seeds can just be downright mean.
All right, so we got the whip upgrade there.
It's gonna make farming these zombies a little bit quicker because it's 2 hits instead of 4.
Yeah, and that can be randomized also. So they got the higher roll on the HP here, but it's still not too bad with the whip upgrades there. So
looks like we got a timer resync here. And Frantic and Megglez both just hitting level 1.
And that's going to give them some extra survivability. Unfortunately, now since they do have the level up, they will not be getting XP in this zone ever again. So now it's just currency.
Worth noting that the heart is 124, which is near the upper limit for Dracula parts in this randomizer, because this randomizer not only has an enemy randomizer, you've already noticed, there is a price rando for checks that you have to buy stuff for. Frantic's gonna buy the chain whip first. It's not a bad idea because now farming zombies, it's one hit kill. And one,
Yeah, but it is going to be switching soon, though. So
roughly about 3 minutes per night, and then one of the quality of life features added to this randomizer is there is no text box, so no text box for memes.
yeah, you're not waiting 6 seconds now.
There's not much waiting going. Yeah, that's the nice thing about this randomizer. You're not waiting for anything. You're not waiting for daytime to buy things and get stuff.
Yeah, and heart drops are capped at 100%, so you're not going to be sitting there wondering if you're farming and not getting hearts that you should be getting. And then, as you can see right there, that you can, the biggest quality of life improvement is that you can use shops and talk to villagers at night.
Yeah. Certain places, it's you don't want to talk to villagers. Obviously, they get in the way. All right, so Frank's got his heart whip upgrade. I think Megglez does as well. I don't know if she bought it yet.
I highly recommend everybody to read the dialogue. Oh well, actually, that's not set by default, is it? The alternate dialogue.
Yeah, that's a patch that you need.
Well, if you do play with the alternate dialogue, and then go around and have fun.
You might find something in my garage.
Or my warehouse. Alright, so we got I mean, that's could doable. Be a worse... Yeah, that could be a much worse swamp right there. Let's see...
Oh, don't want to jump during the screen transition.
Yeah, that's always a...
Yeah, it's a pretty tight jump because you gotta move. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
Oh, hey. Got the good iframes from the ferryman.
Yeah.
Sometimes these river crossings can be some of the most just.
All right, white crystal
things. Yeah.
All right, so red crystal is a crystal.
Not very randomized to me.
Yeah. French vanilla. Frantic is
a little eggshell. I'm being a little cautious over these.
Frank having a little bit of trouble with that bridge.
Yeah, but it's definitely worth it to take your time if you're unsure of a jump, because you don't want to have to restart that whole thing over again, because then it puts you out of sync with the rest of the blocks anyway.
You can actually clear it.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, you can actually clear it if you keep moving.
Yeah, and one of the things is they'll stay synchronized if you just keep going straight, but if you don't, the best way to deal with those jumps is to only jump when the blocks are rising.
See what Frantic picked up from the diamond guy?
I saw it, and I saw them die, and then lost it.
Yeah, we'll see what's there in about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Nice thing is both runners will have a chain whip, so Braum shouldn't play the role of Death Simulator like it does if you go in there at level 1 in Leather Whip.
Oh my gosh, yes. At least they found the whips right away. You know, they had them right away. That is a very nice. Just it makes you feel good. You don't feel stressed throughout.
All right, we got the nail.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's what it was. It's
gonna be interesting to see how these runners are out next after getting through Brahms. You got 2 ways to go. You can go left or you can go right.
I would almost be tempted to warp back and just start doing the nail checks instead of going into Brahms, but that would be a kind of a gamble. But I don't know. Usually, I only find one good item on this side, if you know, if it's nail already, I kind of feel like we've exhausted that. So we'll see how this plays out with Frantic going through bronze. See what's inside of it.
So we're coming up on end of the first screen of bronze. Obviously, it's the whole point of this mansion is to try to not die, maybe pick up enough kills and hearts in order to level up to level 2. Although Frank's experience is only at 43. It's gonna and his heart count's at 39 with 1 life left. Gonna have to farm some things or hope that the one buyable check in bronze is nothing.
I mean, you know, maybe it would be an oak steak, and then that would at least...
Oh yeah, oak steak would be great.
Because that's another thing is why I would want to fade it, at least for that. It's just because of the... not a guarantee of being able to check that, and then you would waste all of that time going down to death, and then...
I missed that clue.
Let's see. Oak steak for sale and bodily.
Alright.
I'm like a second or two behind you, so if you miss something, I can usually catch you. Except for that nail one, because...
Alright, looks like Frank's going for the old school setup for the death drop.
Yeah.
And he gets the jump.
Ooh, nice. We got the Stride of Pride.
So yeah, Megglez recently took a game over on the climb up to bronze. Unfortunately, without a rib, that Bone Dragon is just being a bully.
Gonna just whip death to death.
And death drops the magic cross.
Okay, so I would have definitely would have been in a bad situation, but they are going back. No oak steak, so
Looks like Frank's gonna go left side. It's actually an interesting move because now he has Chain Whip. Laruba is actually much easier to clear than if you were to try to do Leather Whip. Leather Whip's a fun thing to do if you want to show off, but it's not a good race strat.
It is not a good race strat at all. I mean, there's only like maybe 1 or 2 situations where it might be a good play, but most of the time, no.
So Frank going for
get, like, extremely weak low roll enemies everywhere.
Alright, so Frank's going for left side's clear instead of trying to check Berkeley. Probably because he doesn't have an oak stick.
Yeah, and I would do the same, I think, with having the nail. They're not too far out of the way to check, and they could potentially have some pretty big items. So.
Also, because Frank has the Chain Whip, farming in the town of Alba won't be too difficult either.
Oh.
Even if he were to, even if he was going to get unlucky on the enemy HP rando, that's 3 hits.
Meg took a death to death.
Alright, so now Megglez has the magic cross. Be interesting if she goes to Berkeley Mansion next, or if checks Verify and find an oak stake.
Well, it kind of looks like they were heading right, so this will be interesting to see where it leads if that's where they are going.
So we'll get to see what our first nail check in Alba is on Frantic's side on the left. We have another crystal.
Ooh.
So Frank's decision is already to go left has already been validated by the first check. He's gotten 2 crystals in Alba.
Yeah, and that could mean that Rover is in play. I mean, it does mean that Rover's in play, but it could mean that Rover might have a key item.
Be interesting if the 3rd crystal isn't Rover, because that Frantic would be in a little bit better position to check Rover.
Yeah, but that would be so mean.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. It's like you get 2 crystals on the left side and your 3rd crystal's in Rover because you're gonna... Unless Frank finds garlic, he's gonna fade Rover as long as he can.
Yeah, so that's usually the thing. No one likes to go to Rover if you don't have to.
Unless it's on the way to somewhere.
Yeah, true. If you're coming back from like the backside of Laruba going through, then it's not too bad of a check.
Ooh, nice hurdle. And then he got hit.
I saw that after you when you were saying it.
Alright, so Frank's gonna farm this screen to try and get to level 3.
This is a good spot for it too.
I still think it... Yeah, at nighttime the town's a little bit better because enemies move a little bit faster, but this also works. Did you catch what Megglez picked up in the dagger room?
No, I did not.
It wasn't holy water. We can rule that out.
I'll try to see when she opens up her menu there.
Frantic needs 46 experience to hit level 3, which is level 3 in this game. Obviously, the deaths really come to a halt. Because you can take a lot of hits.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright,
it's garlic. Okay.
That's a good pickup. Especially
Yeah.
garlic has holy water.
It's actually a pretty good pickup over here because that leads for an extra check over here besides.
Alright, so our sacred flame item is an oak stake. Both runners
Okay.
picking up an oak stake. So if you were in this situation, Seth, would you just turn around and head back to Barkley now that you can full clear it and hit the orb?
I probably would because I'm so close to it, but then again, I had garlic, so I might just say I would probably go and since I have garlic, I would probably go and check garlic and just hope that garlic and blue crystal vendor had something, and then hit it on the way back, and then hope that it's not a crystal, because if this is the other crystal, then that might force Meg to go to Rover.
Alright, so it looks like Frantic picked up laurels and warped back to Jova. I think he's gonna plan for a possible cemetery jump move here, where he goes over a 3-tile wall with the whip jump. Get there. And with an oak stake, he can check Berkeley Mansion as well. So what makes Berkeley interesting is not 2 items, 3 clues, but we're probably more interested in seeing what the clues are than the items. Because often it tells you what not to check, what you don't need to check. Our garlic item is laurels.
No, yeah. That would be disheartening to see, but then again, I would top off like they did. Oh, I would not. Oh, that's scary. But I guess not to use the other garlic. I could understand that.
Right. Your blue crystal guy has the eyeball.
That's a good spot. At least now can check a couple. Well, I mean, you had nail, so you wouldn't really need it to check the. Well, there's a couple clue books that, like the one over here that. Oh, I would have went. Well, I guess.
No, you need holy water to get that clue book.
No. If you have the eyeball, you don't.
Oh, you mean the one in the to the screen to the right of where you get the sacred flame? Yeah. All right, looks like Frank's gonna check Varos first. He's gonna get his garlic. So So kind of just putting a note here on the logic in this thing, red crystal cannot be behind the tornado. So we're obviously starting to run out of checks for where the crystal can be.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, there's still a couple places that will open up and kind of slowly open up progression if
Yeah, that fireman's getting paid. What do you pay creatures of the night? What's the currency?
I mean, would it be also hearts? Since how would they have so many hearts prevalent? Even the skeletons have hearts, so
that sounds about right. It looks like they'll both.
I don't know exactly what they like. What do monsters in Dracula's command like spend money on? Like, why do they have so much currency on?
All right, so Frank's gonna skip Berkeley Mansion too.
Ooh.
But he does have the option to check Rover. When Megglez skipped Berkeley,
Yeah.
she did not have that.
Well, at least you got up on top.
Fortunately for Frantic, he cannot check that clue.
And my orc, yes, the other bits of Dracula in the Riv do other items or other things. Not all of them. Like the ring does absolutely nothing.
Well, not in this difficulty, it does.
Well, yeah, in the randomizer, they do different things, but in the actual vanilla game, ring does absolutely nothing. Oh. That was a little bit of a short jump. But maybe while they're there, they'll go and check the clue book. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe they're going to go check the clue book anyway.
Oops.
Yeah, just getting ping-ponged back and forth. We didn't get to see what the clue book was.
Oh, that's why I said by oops.
Yeah, I remember. I just realized because I'm like a couple seconds behind you guys.
So, are you watching? Out of curiosity, you're watching the stream on Twitch or you're watching the stream on Discord?
I guess on Twitch. I didn't realize it was on Discord. Oh my!
You should be able to see it on Discord. And that would explain the 2 seconds right there.
Yeah, that really does.
Frank's gonna take the long trek back to Berkeley because he doesn't want to deal with that bridge. No, or because he wants to go to Rover. So yeah, Rover's gonna have 2 items and 2 clues. Unfortunately, he missed the first floor drop, so it's either take the long way around on the screen or just keep trying until eventually you get the right subpixel.
There is a backup. And no one ever does, but...
The backup only works in vanilla.
Oh,
because
holy water.
That's a big pickup.
Eyeballs in algebra. Okay, well, we already knew about that, but holy water is big in Berkeley, so that's a good find. And will Meg remember this clue book over here?
Probably.
Accidentally burned some laurels, but
all right. Frank's entering Rover. We'll see what the orb is in Berkeley as well. And our third clue is Daggers for sale in Doina.
I mean, that's a nice way to finish Drac off, you know.
Yeah.
But not really a needed item. But it's also nice to at least rule out Doina as anything being there, because that is kind of out of the way. But it's also a good, nice, you know, last spot if it is a
right. Frank just picked up the rib in Rover,
which is
or Berkeley
that's
Orbis.
It's really gonna hurt Meg since Meg doesn't have another crystal.
Well, she can check.
Oh, Magic Cross. Something about it.
They already have Magic Cross.
Yeah.
And Frantic takes a swim.
As is customary here.
It's a lot. Yeah, unfortunately,
obligatory bath from all of the hearts that Simon is collected. I mean, that's really why his outfit is red.
Yep.
It's just stained in the blood.
Frank unfortunately was not able to check that one clue book on the bottom. He can get on the way out because this feels like a normal get out situation since he knows where the oak stick is.
Yeah, and golden knife. I didn't see where it was, but I just
Graveyard duck.
Oh, okay, graveyard duck. Okay. I love that duck.
Shoutouts to Gromfloon for the sprite, by the way. All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we have red crystal, or another crystal was in the orb in Rower. So that puts Frantic in a really good lead right there.
Yeah, Frantic, I believe, if he's already gone to Algebra, he just needs...
Did they go to Algebra? I don't think they did go to Algebra.
I don't remember where the ring was. I don't think we've come across it yet.
Kovalkin, Holy Water is definitely one of the top finds. Like a whip upgrade or Holy Water. Holy Water will open up more checks, so that's why it's very useful starting out. Nail will also open up a couple blocks as well. Not as many as Holy Water because you can't hit the nail below you or use the nail underneath you. But,
Diamond's Whip only goes in one direction, so you can't break blocks below you without Holy Water.
Yeah, so it opens up some parts that Holy Water would, but not as many. So if you get Nail first, that is still a good play, a good pickup, because you know that you do have some spots that you can check for progression. Heart is, I would say Heart, like starting out, is kind of a big play also, because that opens up Bronze right away, and that's 4 checks. That's right there in that area. So
3 checks, 4 if you get an oak stick.
Yeah.
They didn't have a chance to check the orb in Brahms. Megglez is going to go to the Graveyard Duck to find a golden knife. Should be a nice quality life op item.
Yeah, I was going to say that'll definitely at least help with taking care of some of these enemies. Because, oh gosh, these graveyard enemies are just being brutal.
Yeah. And it's level 1 and these enemies can do a lot of damage. Just kind of having the double whammy here. Oh, there's gonna be some garlic chicken tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, so Frantic is only missing the ring. Let's see, and we're not even 30 minutes in.
Yeah, that was a really good play.
He's played it perfectly up to this point. Well, for the most part, actually. Yeah. Maybe perhaps the one area you could have done it a little bit more efficiently was to do Berkeley before Veros. You would have been able to full clear that.
Yeah. It would have been right in, pretty much.
Alright, so Megglez takes another game over right before Ondel. Fortunately, plenty of chances to farm. Here, and these enemies are one-hit kill. Since they're in the 1 to 3 HP range. Trying to get a silk bag? I saw you had 7 laurels, or maybe I misread and said 1.
Yeah, I think that might have just been 1 because I don't remember seeing the silk bag in play yet.
I don't either. There might have been a clue.
Oh, this is a clue that we missed. What is this?
Holy water.
Holy water.
Hey, that's good for Frantic. He doesn't know that. He didn't know that.
Yeah, right about to come upon it too. So.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Check to see how his stream's looking.
Well, Meg with the level up.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, I have Frantic stream up on the thing. He's coming up on Bard. Seems like they're having trouble capturing his stream.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, so you should have his holy water.
And
Trying to make sure those fireballs don't knock him down into the... Okay, that looked like a 7 to me. Yeah, he's got 7.
yeah, a couple of people in chat are saying that silk bag was really early on, and I what the hell was it? It must have been a free check then.
Was it the free check on the diamond guy? That's the only.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
So it looks like
that was really early.
Megglez is going back to bronze to check the orb.
Hmm.
The only way this works out is if it's the ring.
Yeah.
And one issue for Frank, obviously, the order he did things on the right side, he would have been able to do cemetery jump after clearing Rover and Algebra. Which you may do anyway. First, the pit stop at the chain whip vendor in
Yeah.
Veros.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I'm surprised that they're not warping back, but then I forgot that check is opened up now.
Yeah, Frank's already cleared the left side, including the graveyard, and he already knows what's at the graveyard dock. So, why check there? More likely to find something behind you, the holy water check or the end game.
We know Doina's unneeded, but I'd probably want to fade Laruba if possible, but I could totally, I mean, that would definitely be the play to go, like you said, do the cemetery jump and then...
Yeah, he's got laurels.
Yeah.
Laurels.
But you could have gotten free laurels from the garlic.
Yeah.
In the cemetery. It's okay. Now they're going back.
Right, so 2 checks in algebra behind the holy water, clue, and then sorry.
Meg got the walk of shame. No
then
strata pride for Meg.
Obviously, Brahm's Orb is also something, but that's usually when you don't like double doing mansions is not preferable.
Yeah, double dipping in the mansions is always risky at best.
It's a whip upgrade. Frank's getting bullied by Steve.
Yeah, I don't know what it is lately, but the Steves have been just atrocious the last few seeds that I've been playing.
Don't get me started on them.
They've been worse than the Medusa heads for some reason.
Don't get me started on the Steves from CV3.
Oh gosh, yeah, I know you've been dealing with a whole bunch of them.
Nah, just only for show, not for any actual speedrun.
I miss what the clue was.
It was a clue about the nail. Actually, no, Diamond Check
Oh.
wasn't.
Oh, then where the hell is Silk Baggy?
Must have been either a death or must have been dropped by death. Yeah.
Oh, the flame dude again.
Big hitbox. Alright. Algebra Garlic check is... Silver Knife.
Knife.
The most useless sub-weapon in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say even more useless than the diamond. And diamond's pretty useless, but it has one use, and that's stairs.
Or if you want to hit multiple enemies at once, which the Gold Knife
like,
can't do.
But are you gonna hit those enemies? Like, it's a gamble. Is it gonna bounce off? It's like it's like waiting for the DVD corner to hit. You know, the DVD logo to hit the corner. It's kind of like what you're waiting for.
Alright. Megglez is gonna check the chain whip, but only find out it's laurels. Yep, there's the ring.
Yeah. With
Frank,
the silk bag, you can hold up to 8 laurels.
Alright, so Frantic has hit go mode in 38 minutes. And he's
Wow.
He could possibly get a PB on this seed, depending on how quickly he finishes up there. Although he doesn't have, although it's unlikely he hits a quad drop. Isn't probably gonna stop at doing it for the dagger.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't. At that point, you have all the survivability that you need.
The only downside is the only thing he has is holy water and chain whip.
Yeah, but I mean, holy water, you could do the holy water kill, or I mean, it, it depends on, I guess, your technique, but you can get 60 whips in within the amount of time it takes Drac to spawn in. So you can kill Drac no problem with the chain whip before he even poses a threat, but you have to have a pretty good technique when it comes to that.
I'm just gonna throw this note in there. The people that can probably 60 whip Drac would probably prefer holy water still.
Well, yeah. But I mean, you know, if all you have is chain whip.
There's talk about possibly having that as the glitchless kill for Drac and skipping Morningstar if the hearts were low.
Yeah. I mean, the for Morningstar, it's considerably less, but yeah, I mean, you're still.
I just never thought of it as viable because Camilla doesn't a lot. You would need great RNG.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would depend on Carmilla, but the actual Drac fight though, surprisingly, I don't think that.
Yeah, you're not losing that much time on Drac.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you're really losing any time at all. Like maybe half a second to a second.
It's definitely viable. No wrong warp though.
Yeah, very true.
Skip the Morningstar.
I need to come back to No Wrong Warp. I haven't done a run of that in ages.
I think we got it down to a 35 now.
Oh, nice.
I think there's a small possibility of a 34. That would require hitting a couple more quad drops.
And since Frantic is in go mode, unfortunately, we won't see the jump.
Oh yeah, that jump. I've done. I was able to do it almost on command before, but now I can't even remember the frame.
Yeah, it's just the same frame that it spawns on, or that it shows itself on. But it's a
alright. Oh, Megglez picks up the ring. It's actually gonna be a pretty close race, actually, I believe.
Yeah, Meg's just missing the rib.
Yep, and that's not too far away. Rib and the Red Crystal, but they're in the same mansion.
But is she gonna go to Rover? Or is she gonna take a gamble thinking it's a Laruba? And that's gonna be the bad play. Taking the cemetery jump.
First try.
Yeah, that good execution.
Well, Frank's going. He's gotten past the Bridge of Doom. And then the Swamp of Sadness. No floor drop, though.
Yeah, Meg's going to Laruba. Oh.
You should see
when Laruba can be faded. It's like
what
a dream.
Yeah, those are. Or you can do, or you can get through full clear Laruba quick. Those are the other ones.
Yeah. Wait. I thought Meg had laurels. Did Meg not have laurels? I guess not. Oh. Take that as a hint. Turn back, go the other way.
Alright. I think Frank's gonna take an intentional death here. Or at least
Meg did have laurels. Oh, maybe one? Oh no,
two.
There's two? Oh.
Alright, Frantic is on his way to Dracula's castle. Won't quite be a PB that he would have to clear Dracula's castle in about a minute to do so.
Well, I mean,
it's doable.
Yeah.
Well, drop and dagger, but doesn't have
Oh.
dagger.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think the Frantic got dagger.
Yeah, my 100% run, I went from the start of Dracula's Castle to the end of the game in 56 seconds. So yeah, it is doable. I think Frank's gonna take
That's a good time.
safe way down. I don't think you can do under a minute in any percent. Even.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you gotta wait for Drac to start coming down.
Yeah, because
You have the holy water.
Yeah, you're waiting at least an extra 5 seconds.
Where's the dagger? You just get into position and fire.
Oh,
Alright, Frantic is...
Even with Morningstar, these...
And not having the red birds here.
Just mean.
Just an unlucky enemy set here.
Yeah.
Well, when has Luba ever had a good enemy set? One of the two screens are guaranteed to get annoying enemies. Next, going for holy water.
Ooh. Oh!
Yeah, you would. Yeah,
a
when
little
you're not
early with the throw.
Yeah, I don't think Frantic knows the timing. That's great. There is a backup kill that was developed by Squirt that you whip Dracula 14 times and you only have to go for 1 crit.
Yeah, but I would say at that, well, I mean, you just do the old corner strat.
The burb strat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be my setup.
Oh, I remember the old burb setup where you jumped into death or into the scythe and like you had to
that's
use
what I was referring
the bounce
to.
back. Oh gosh, I missed that one. That one was fun.
Yeah, and if you did that thing
It's such
correctly,
a pain in the butt. Yeah.
If you do it correctly, the first hit is the first holy water. Time it correctly. The first holy water is a guaranteed crit. Is this even randomized?
Yeah, exactly.
Frantic going for round 2 against Drac. Alright, he's just camping, not quite camping in the corner. He's a little bit off. But he'll get pushed into the corner.
Going a little too fast, but
Yeah. I remember, I used to have that issue, and I think I died like 4 times to Drac in a marathon run, and you told me I was going too fast. And since then, it hasn't been so problematic. Well, if you get the stun lock, I just don't. His thumb will be burning at the end.
yeah, oh my gosh.
Like Megglez has cleared out Laruba, has a flame whip.
Hey. Got some good damage capabilities.
And we all know who is an expert in the flame whip here.
Oh my god. Come on, Drac, die.
1 HP at a time.
Yeah.
The good news is
I
Frantic
mean, I
gets
guess
into the
yeah, I
corner,
guess-
so the only thing that can hit him is Size. There's the rotating fangs.
Yeah, but those sites can... There's a couple... Oh, there
Alright.
we go. GG.
Persistence pays off as Frantic gets a 48-minute run. That was pretty impressive.
That was... That was some really good reading on that seed and some really lucky placement with Rover.
Alright. Looks like Megglez is forfeited. So we are, this race is done.
All right.
Yeah.
GG's racers.
Yeah, this one
Yeah,
was a really... This one was
Yeah,
a really quick
unfortunately
scene.
with that play from Meg going to Laruba, it was a good gamble, but unfortunately, since we knew what Frantic had, wasn't the right one for this seed. Oh, we definitely have more lined up, Kavalkin. There's a command, if someone can put it in chat for the tournament. We're going to be broadcasting some more races throughout the tournament. But you can see the bracket and when the next ones are scheduled for.
I think that was the only one that was on the docket. I'll double check.
Yeah, I need to set up mine with Big Daddy. Big Daddy drums.
So yeah, as the result of this match, Frantic will be moving on to face me in the second round. In a 1-8 matchup. Megglez will be playing the loser of Sathresh versus Big Daddy Drums in the loser bracket.
Probably be me because said I haven't had any CE that's been under an hour and 15 minutes. Ugh, it's been horrible lately. But yeah, GG Mag and Frantic on your race. 15 deaths. Is that 415 kills? Not too shabby.
I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks like Megglez is here.
Here. Defeated.
No, you still did really well. That gamble in Laruba definitely.
Well, I mean, I had no business being over there to begin with because I only had the white crystal. So, I mean, I was just trying to waste some time because I knew I was not gonna find it before Frantic finished because everything was like kind of coming out quick. So, I don't know. I was just trying to skip forward, I guess. Find some other stuff. I don't know.
Find something out of logic and hope that Frantic hasn't found it yet.
Yeah, something like that, I guess. But I could not remember what I had not checked anywhere else to find the other crystal, so I don't know.
Yeah, the second crystal ended up being nail blocked in the town to the left of the start, so where you got the white crystal, there was a door to the right, and that needed to be broken with the nail. That's where the blue crystal was, and then the red crystal ended up being
Well, dang it.
blue crystal.
Yeah.
The red crystal, blue crystal blocked, as well as
Yeah,
the.
you had just stopped and warped back to Jova before you checked for that crystal. Like...
Yeah, we were pretty close for most of the race too.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, hopefully the next one will be better. I won't be as scatterbrained about it, but good job, Frantic.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, Frantic's not in.
Oh, now he is.
Oh, here we go.
All right, hey Frantic.
Hey,
GG's.
thank you.
Good job.
So, what made you decide to continue left?
Just because I happened to have the whips and I knew I could grind that way, and then I was able to head over to Brahms, and I found the nail, so I just decided to end up going left again, and yeah.
Yeah, that's
happened to
where-
get the two
That's
crystals.
where we split.
Yeah, it's where
Because
you
I
two
went
split.
right after getting the nail. And I thought about going left, and I just didn't. If I had, I would have found that crystal.
I do have to admit that as soon as I found out Holy Water was in Berkeley, I kind of got a lump in my throat.
Like, oh no. That
didn't
was
help.
a pretty good. Yeah.
It didn't help any.
Oh, and then the only misstep I really had was not having a good weapon that I know how to use for Dracula.
Yeah, I was gonna say it takes a little bit of time to learn some of those more advanced setups. As well, like the holy water quick kill is a little bit tricky. It's tricky. That trick is you gotta be you have to wait. Do you have to be frame perfect on that one, Seth?
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a safer setup that allows you to only go for one crit using chain whip.
Yeah, it's frame perfect, but you can get it on multiple frames depending upon where your setup is. It's you have a little bit of leeway, but it's technically frame perfect because it's only gonna happen on one frame. So you have to hit it on that one frame. So
then I almost gambled on Laruba because I had so many laurels, but I decided to go back over to Berkeley first, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I went to Laruba. I had no business being in there.
Oh, you got a flame whip out of it.
I did. I had a flame whip, but what good does it do you whenever you can't get anywhere without the crystals? So, but that's okay.
No,
At least we got to see what was in there, which was just a whip and some garlic.
And and some laurels.
And Diamond was in there.
Not even randomized laurels. So. So we don't have anyone on the docket yet, I guess, for the next.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be getting those next set of matches coming in the next week or so.
Yeah, well, at least we'll get one of them set up probably today because I'll talk with Big Daddy Drums and we'll get that one scheduled.
Yeah, and then scheduling my match with, and then I have to talk to Frank. And then obviously, Frank, I'm gonna be reaching out to you to figure out what time you want to race this week.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
I'll just give you a heads up. Monday through Thursday is your best bet.
So we'll have some action-packed CV2 randomizer.
Yeah.
Yep, you're going to be seeing a lot more coming up. We've still got at least 11 more matches to go. So there's still plenty of CV2 rando left in this tournament.
Yeah, it's double elimination, so it's there's a lot of chances for some comebacks and some underdogs to show themselves. So I know last tournament we had a lot of new talent come out, and this tournament, is no different. So it's awesome to see.
Everyone in this tournament is capable of winning a match, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and then some.
Any final words before we take off for the rest of the night?
GG Meg, and just be sure to follow Freeland, Seth, and Meg.
And don't forget to follow Frantic.
Yes, definitely follow our racers, everybody. They're awesome people. Freeland, thank you as well for co-commentary with me as well. And definitely follow Freeland. Freeland is also, not only does Freeland do CV2, but Freeland is also pretty damn kick-ass at CV1 and CV3. So the whole trilogy.
Yeah, I gave Trisk a good run today.
Oh, nice.
That should conclude it for us today here. With make sure to stick around for whatever is up next here on SpeedGaming Live. Obviously, Castlevania 2 are just two of the many tournaments that are going on here. So I'll wrap it up. For Seth, Dresh, and myself, have a good rest of your night, everyone.
Stay safe and have a wonderful weekend.